G'day guys, Dom here. So what you're looking at right now is the first finished D9. So the D9 design is a new design I've been working on and I've been teasing you guys for months now. It's essentially this guy up here, which is the D6 scaled up 50%, hence the name. And I kind of want to make it like a D12 design or like a D3 or something and have them all in different sizes because I think it'd be really funny to have a D series of knives because obviously I have the humor of like a fucking 12-year-old. But we'll see if that happens or not. I've got a lot of designs that I actually have to do before that. So yeah, onto the D9. First off, you can see it is a lot bigger. And this is more of a in the belt kind of a carry or put in your bag kind of a carry. It's less EDC focused like all my other designs. And we'll start off with a sheath. So as you can see, we've got a taco style sheath to be more compact. And this one here is all spaced out for tech locks. This one almost pops out. Like if you get a good angle on that, it'll fire out. But for like this way, it doesn't want to fire out because it's got a longer blade on there. But yeah, good Kydex sheath, nice retention. And onto the blade, as you can see, we have a compound grind on this. And essentially all of these are compound grind because the blade shape on these are just screaming for unique grind. So the very first four are all ground differently. I may just, like what I want to do with the design is maybe just grind every single one of these in a different style. And this one here has got a hollow ground bevel, hollow ground swedge, and then a flat ground tip, which gives you that really nice kind of a curve there, kind of like a traditional Japanese tanto or katana or what have you. This one is chisel ground, which gives us that really nice defined grind. And on the back side, we've just done a very, just put a massive logo on there. Mainly because I wanted to use my gigantic logos, and because we've got so much flat area right there, it was just kind of screaming for a gigantic logo. I chucked it on an angle there just to kind of give it that sort of a graffitied look, because that's just something I really like. I like that sort of graffiti style. It's something I try and put as much into my knives as possible. On the handle, we have orange G10. Come on, there we go. So we've got orange G10 on the handle, and with the sculpted Anzo pattern in there, which looks really cool when you get the right lighting on there. And has that really nice natural feel to it, which is one of the things that I really like about putting patterns in G10. Has that nice just feel to it. It feels organic, which contrasts nicely with the synthetic look of the Tanto. And then we have stainless steel coil bolts holding it all together. And this thing is all held together with a shit ton of epoxy. So the inside of this is all skeletonized to help drop weight. And this is just a beast little knife. Like certain knives, you pick them up and you're like, oh yeah, I could fight a gorilla with this. This has got that kind of a feel, at least for me. And actually, funny story about this one, right? I dropped this on my toe. And it put a nice little hole in my toe, which is really surprising because I was wearing my OH&S grade super safe safety thongs and just went straight through that impenetrable layer of air and got me right in the toe. So yeah, that's up there on the side. Next up, we have the D6, which I showed before. So as you can see, nice compact little knife. Much more compact than that one over there. Rock solid Kydex sheath. It's not falling out, so you can carry this around your neck, you can have it in your waistband, what have you. A lot easier to EDC this one here than that one over there. And this has got the classic D6 kind of a finish on there. So we have Assa stonewash blade. And then Kams Mikata handles. And this one here has got a very large polished front edge, which is armor piercing. And then here we have a nice fine little bevel up here for slicing and all that sort of stuff. Rounded spine, rounded in here. Very nice and comfortable knife. I wear a size large glove, so you can see it fits nicely in my hand. And then on this, we were going for a bit of an Anzo pattern, but didn't really work out that way. So we have a Anzo Rocky kind of a pattern, I guess, with copper pins. And I'm actually not going to have any of these available for a few weeks besides this one because I am totally out of 3/16 pins and 3/16 bolts. So until I get more in, they're not going to be available. And this one here has actually got some red liners on there, which is something I haven't actually done before on a D6, which is kind of cool. And this is really, really dark red. I don't know why it came out so dark, but I'm okay with it. Kind of like a blood red kind of a thing. And the camera, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but it's got red liners on there, which kind of matches the laning drill nicely. So yeah, that's that one. Don't want to talk about it too much because I've done a few D6s in the past and I'm sure you guys are over it. And then lastly, we have another brute. I'm kind of working my way through these brute blanks pretty quickly. There's only a handful more. So this is the only brute I did with a chisel grind. So you can see Kydex sheath again, nice and comfortable. Locks in real nicely. So we can see we have a hand finished satin finish on the top and on the back with nice fingerprints, because obviously I cleaned the knife before I started filming. Hologram bevel, hologram swedge. It's actually the first time I've done a hologram swedge with like a 2-inch wheel, and I think it turned out really well. I don't know if I could do this on both sides because it's a little bit tougher to do, but for a chisel-grown knife it looks really cool, and it's just a little bit more defined and it reflects light a little bit differently, even with Yas's stonewash bevel. And I'm definitely going to be doing this again. I don't know if I'm going to do it on Brute again, we'll see, but definitely on another knife I want to try another 2-inch little hologram wheel on a swedge. On the handles we have cams micarta again. It's not like I have a gigantic sheet of cams micarta that I'm trying to use or anything. And orange liners, because I had a little bit of orange that I wanted to use. The screws in this are actually matching, so they're actually black screws which I brushed. So you have the black inside of the screw and the brush surface on the outside. And then the outside of this is all acid stone washed. All kind of ties in together nicely. And then we've got kind of a rough, flinty, kind of a rock pattern kind of look on there. Basically a rock pattern, but with a really, really small wheel, so it has more of a jagged kind of a look to it, which works really well with this whole overall theme. And a camera that does not want to focus. So you can see, small little knife, very easy to carry. I keep the handles on these nice and thin, so you can actually chuck these in a pocket. Even with the sheath, these are very easy to chuck into a pocket and just carry around. So yeah, that's that one. Get these things all nicely out for the final shot, for the thumbnail. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. There's going to be more knives next week. Hopefully I actually get more finished. Because I actually wanted to get 5 knives done this week, but all of these essentially in their own special way fought me. Especially this one here. This one did not want to get made. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you on the next video.